Mystery Box Nick has sent me 5 packages, each with a cryptic clue on them. I'm Gary, welcome to my channel, and welcome to the next reveal video in Nick's Mystery Week. Before we look at today's package, why not take time to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell? It's free, it supports the channel, and it's a great way to be notified of all my future content. If you like the video, please remember to give it the imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. Here we go then, with today's conundrum. Mystery box number 4. They are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So on this one, the question is, how many engines did the RLM say we had to use? Now, because it says RLM, I'm guessing this is German. I'm guessing this is World War II. I'm guessing it's probably something very, very, very strange. Now, I've already built the Arado E555 kit. That was a 6-engine bomber. Flying wing bomber, which you already have seen on the channel. So this is German as well, I'm guessing, but how many engines? It kind of suggests there's a lot of them. Let's see what we can find out. Okay, can feel cardboard, so we must be close. Let's see if that's enough to unbox. It is. It is. I've no idea what this is. Really have no idea. Oh, I do now. Just from that, I know exactly what this is. And I've wanted to make one of these for such a long time. Oh, yes. The Dornier DOX. My goodness. The 12-engined flying boat from Dornier. This is quite some kit, let me tell you. This is an amazing aeroplane. Look at the number of engines up there. Absolutely crazy. I'm in love already. Let's have a look around the box and then what we get inside. So, Dornier DOX, obviously the name. Nice piece of artwork on the front showing the thing actually. They did fly, so yes, why not? Doesn't look like they should, but they did. Beautiful thing. One 144th scale, because it was a big old beast. When it's finished, it's 27.4 centimeters long, 33.4 centimeters wide. So about, what's that, about 14 inches in old money, roughly. The product code 04066, and of course it's Revel, whatever you like to call them. On this side of the box, there's the paint callouts here, using Revel's own codes. It says detailed surfaces with recessed panel lines, hull with stubblings and struts. Well, that's what it had. All the windows, engine nacelles and movable propellers, 12 of them. Tail with struts, display stand and decals with markings. Absolutely lovely. And some pictures of a built example here from the manufacturer. Oh, I think I should maybe have filled in that seam a bit better. Hope I remember to myself. On this side, it's slightly beaten up by who cares. There's a bit of a history of the DOX here. Absolutely amazing. Portuguese Guinea, Atlantic crossing. Absolutely amazing. Flew to Rio de Janeiro. What an astonishing machine. Let's have a look and see what we get inside the box. So, plastic bag as usual with all the frames. Actually, not that many, so it should be actually. I'm saying now should be relatively easy to make. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. Instruction sheet. I'm sure somewhere, maybe I've fallen that into the box. Oh, can't see anything in there. Can't see. Oh, there we are. I knew they'd be in here somewhere. Decal sheet as well. Have a look at those and how good they are in a little bit. So, frame A of this aircraft, basically the wing, the main wing. It's huge. So, top surface, lower surface in one molding. Frame B, and this is the hull with the two sponsons at the side that help the stability of the aircraft in the water. Frame C is the top of the hull, struts, various bits and pieces of fittings, tailplane and fins, and bits and pieces for the engine assembly as well. Frame D has the 6 engine nacelles, each that come in halves, and the 12, yes, 12 propellers. Frame E carries all the transparent parts. This is the cockpit windscreen. Notice how very, very upright it is. And then all of the passenger windows. Portholes, they're probably called on this. The plastic itself is reasonably clean. There's a little bit of flash on some of these edges. It's got this awful flow lines around here. They sort of radiate in different directions depending on which part of the frame you're on. So I'm guessing that's a thermal effect maybe inside the mold. Maybe the mold's not at the right temperature inside there because of these inclusions, maybe these pins that form the portholes there. Maybe they're a bit cooler. I don't know what causes that. I'm just guessing really. Panel lines, yes, are recessed indeed. There's also some sort of like this sort of ridge work of the support structure there. It's generally fairly clean. But you know, it's okay. Strange sort of silvery grey plastic, which these vintage kits they seem to like. On the wing, the detail is fine. It's again same sort of thing. It's recessed panel lines. I don't like it when these feeds come into the tail edge, trailing edge here, because that's what happens. It notches out, which I've now got to repair. If they break when they're on the frame, which that one did. Likewise here on the leading edge, you've got to take off that injection gate there, and it's textured, so you've got to sort that out, which is a bit of a pain. And maybe you've got to make it match up the texture of the upper surface there, like that. Same there on these injection gates here. Got to match up that, and that's really annoying. And there's more of this really weird wavy stuff going on. The smaller parts are they're molded okay. It's not brilliant molding. It's not that terribly crisp, but it's pretty much all there, which is the important thing. There's a slight hint of a bit of a void hitting there, but it should be right. Again, like the radiators here for the engines, not massively highly detailed, but they'll be fine. They'll work. Struts, okay. Railing type things here, they're okay. Nothing terrible, nothing truly outstanding. The instruction booklet, monochrome print, says 2010, which is when this release was made. Quite a long history here, actually, of the DOX itself. Obviously, Revell Germany are very proud of the aircraft. So it's in German and in British, of course. There's please read before you start here in many languages. Some basic tips here, as usual, in many languages. The symbols here all decoded, and the color callouts here again using the Revell Revel numbering system. A lot of the time, you do have to mix some of this down with things, but this is Ferrari red that you mix with matte color to dull it down, or you could sort of spray it later, presumably. There are some bits where you use black thread. That is going to be for some of the rigging, but we'll use modern rigging wire instead. Frame map here as usual, and then the instructions. Very, very straightforward looking instructions. Really isn't a lot to this in many respects until, of course, you get to the rigging. But yeah, the instructions are clear enough, and yeah, good. And here you've got the very little bit of rigging aside, the radio aerial basically. So there we go. That's all very straightforward. The decals here are pretty basic. There's not a lot to do. Registration. In fact, it says Donna DOX. I'm not entirely sure where that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be on the aircraft? Because the script looks terribly modern. The decals are done in 2010, presumably for a re-release. But they look sharp enough. There's not much colour. There's only 2 bits of red here. Other than that, yeah, it's all in black and it all looks nice and crisp. And indeed, looking a bit more closely, yes, the smoking forbidden, Sein Rauchen verboten, is very clean. There's a bit of discoloration here, but I think that's on the, maybe on the backing paper. It's not where there are any, I can see, it's not where they, no, the carrier's well away from that, so it's on the backing paper, which is fine. And otherwise, yes, nice and crisp and clean. There we go. What a great looking kit. I'm going to have a lot of fun putting that together. If you've liked this video, then please remember the thumbs up on the like button below. And please do take the time to subscribe and hit the bell. It doesn't cost you anything and it supports the channel. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.